Good morning, St. Francis. It is Friday, May the 14th, 2021, Friday of the 6th week of Easter. It is the 41st day of Easter. It could be Friday after Ascension, if we had Ascension on Thursday, which we did not. But what it is the feast of Saint Matthias. One of the important saints' days that we do remember within the Easter season. Matthias, if you'll remember, the successor to Judas, who unfortunately betrays the Messiah, who betrays Jesus and then kills himself. So the number 12 for the apostles representing the 12 tribes of Israel might remain complete, might come back together again. After the Ascension, they gather in that upper room where Jesus shared the Last Supper with the apostles, and they elect Matthias, there were other candidates. Matthias comes forward. What do we know about him? Nothing. Legends abound, whatever, but after we hear his name mentioned in this part of the Acts of the Apostles, he kind of falls out of the rest of the New Testament, and he hopefully did good in being able to succeed Judas and keep the apostles as 12. This happens after the Ascension, and so Matthias is there when the Spirit is given the next couple of days. So we remember Saint Matthias on this day. The readings are basically about Saint Matthias. And so the first reading is about his election from the Acts of the Apostles. The second reading, though, is a reiteration again of Sunday's reading, of a reading that we've heard even before during the weekdays of Easter, about Jesus' greatest commandment, to love one another. Now, again, if we hear a commandment again and again and again, we should listen to it, perhaps. Again, the other 10 commandments, honor father and mother, whatever, are there, yes. They're not repeated a lot. I mean, they're there for us to remember, and they're referenced here and there. But this greatest commandment that comes from the mouth of Jesus himself, basically to love one another, is constantly repeated in this Easter season. Again and again and again. Repeated. Something perhaps for us, again, to think about. And to meditate upon, and maybe to embrace in our own lives as what is most important, for us, as what is most important in our mission, is what is most important in our witness, to the world. And it isn't basically how many times we attend Mass or how many devotions we observe or how much money that we give to the church. It is always to what extent do we love, and what extent do we keep on loving, even when it seems difficult and ridiculous to do so. And again, why do we love? Knowing why we love. Knowing what love can produce. Knowing what love can offer to this world. That is why we love. That is why that is the greatest commandment that Jesus gives us. That is why, if anything is going to define us or is going to make us known, is going to identify us as believers, it is to the extent in which we love and continue to try to love and to keep on loving. And the only reason why love is important is because love is what created us. Again, what the Easter season tells us again and again is that we were created out of love and for love, which is why there is a Christ, which is why there is resurrection, which is why there is hope for the world. A blessed Easter, St. Francis. May the Lord continue to give you his peace.